see here. Is it all working? Let's see here. Looks like I'm online. Hey guys, how's it going? We're back in Fire Emblem, as you guys can see. Gotta make sure it's sending live to Twitch. There we go, we're live. All right, guess we're just gonna dive right into it. Give me 1 second. I don't know if I told you last time, but I'm playing this like on my computer, and so not on an actual TV. So if I show you right here, you might be able to see that it's my computer screen that I'm playing it on, as opposed to on a TV, which is fine. It's just it makes it a little bit more difficult to set up. All right, so I guess we'll just continue, and we'll go with our file 2, which is I believe Aegeus is our character, or Aegeus. Can't remember how exactly to pronounce it, but yeah, we'll just go ahead. We're a Golden Deer house, of course, because best house. I've actually been playing a lot of this recently. It's really fun. I really do enjoy this game. I'm playing as a Black Eagle house on my own, though I'm starting to like the Golden Deer house a lot better. Just the Black Eagles seem a little serious. The Golden Deer's much more, personable. Okay, so this is having quite a bit of latency. I don't know if I'm going to put it this way. Let me check. It's pretty bad. Okay. Give me 1 second. See if I can't fix this. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Did that just cut the stream, or are we still going? Let me just check. I think we're still on. Yeah, looks like we're online. Okay, cool. So, yeah, I want to make sure it's actually streaming at a playable rate. I mean, it is a strategy game, so it'll be a lot easier to do if it's not exactly as fast as it should be, but okay, I guess I'll just try it anyways. Oh my goodness, latency. We can live with it though. Yes. All right, so I need to know what we're doing real quick. So I think we've talked with just about everyone so far. Yeah. So, yeah. I think it's just time to start doing our activities for the day. So we have, actually, we've already done our last activity. Okay, cool. So we can just kind of head on then. All right. Go ahead and end the day. All right. And then it'll go probably to our first mission. Oh, it's Ferdinand's birthday. Yes, I will buy flowers for him. That's not weird at all. Buy flowers for another house member. Alright, looks like our only option is the mission. Rivalry of the Houses. Formerly a promising young mercenary, you are now the newest professor at the prestigious Officers' Academy. Students and faculty alike look on with curiosity as you engage in a mock battle between the school's 3 houses. Alright. let's begin. And always remember to save.
Time for a mock battle, eh? How should we go about this? Well, you'll be our commander, that much is for sure. Just don't screw it up and everything will be great. Got it, Teach?
I can't guarantee anything. I'm not concerned.
Right. I'll do whatever I can to help too. I mean, I'm kind of obligated to. For example, if I add a little something to their food to upset their stomachs...
Don't even think about it.
Yeah, wink, wink, I read you. You can't officially condone that sort of thing, right? Let's say, hypothetically speaking, students from the other houses started racing to the infirmary. As far as anyone knows, it could just be a harmless little stomach bug making the rounds.
Well, what a fascinating conversation you two are having. May we join?
Claude.
I love
can't
Claude.
believe you would stoop to such crooked schemes to gain the advantage. Have you no honor?
If that was really my scheme, I wouldn't be talking about it out in the open. I'm afraid you'll have to wait until our battle to see what's really in store.
It's irrelevant anyhow. Whatever you have planned won't save you from a crushing defeat.
She has a point. Still, I'm rather eager to see what sort of schemes that mind of yours conjures up.
You heard him, Teach. We can't let these fine folks down.
It will be a fair fight.
Of course, a fair fight, as all fights are. Good one, Teach. Play innocent now, so that
Oh, how precious. Looks like you and the students have become fast friends.
While I am pleased that you are taking the initiative to acquaint yourself with the students, I'm afraid it's about time for the faculty strategy meeting.
I'm sorry, professors. It's about time I returned to my training anyway. Claude, Edelgard, until we meet again on the battlefield, farewell.
I look forward to assessing your abilities. I hope you don't disappoint.
You know, Edelgard's cool and all, and Dimitri, but they're just too serious. Claude's pretty cool. I like how kind of, you know, just free-spirited he is. Yeah, I think that Golden Deer is probably the best option, because both other leaders are just kind of full of it, one way or another. Magic can provide a new means of attack and defense. Okay, so I already know all this stuff, so I'm just gonna not worry about it. I've played this game before, so I'll just basically tell you, they're just telling us how you can do things before battle, like buy items and change your inventory and change out the layout. So for example, this is a wheel right here. We can't go to the market, but we can, for example, choose different units. So we could choose to field, instead of Marianne, we could field Raphael, for example. Though I think it's good to go with what they chose for the starting, because we've got a healer, looks like. No, she's using a sword. Okay. So let's see, she's got a sword, iron axe, lance, bow. I think this is probably a good setup, though. I need to check real quick. Inventory. Oh, so she does have a spell. So let's see if Marianne does have 2 spells. Okay, so this is actually a pretty good setup, because I think Lawrence he's not mounted, but he is a lance. So we kind of have everything. We've got a lance and axe. I've got a sword, bow, and spellcaster. So this should be good enough. And then you can go to the inventory and look at that stuff, but I don't need to, because we already have everything set up. We can save right before. So I'll save it over this one specifically, because I don't want to overwrite my 34 hours in the other game. Then we'll go ahead and just go to the fight menu. Begin the battle. So this is just a simple route the enemy. So basically we just gotta beat them up, and that'll be good.
So, this is the stage for the mock battle. The command's all yours, Teach.
I'm sure you already understand, but the house that defeats the other two is declared the winner. Incidentally, I'll be overseeing this mock battle, so listen well if you want to win.
All right, so let's go ahead and take myself, move me over here. A lot of Fire Emblem games, but this one does tend to it throws out one of the mechanics of the previous one, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's much more simplistic in this one than in Fire Emblem Fates, but Fates is good too. So we're gonna let them attack us because
Fight
it's
on the front lines. I can stop the enemy's advance with grace.
sure you can,
You have
Ferdinand.
the Edelgard's permission to. I suppose I've no choice but to provide cover.
I love
Thank
Hubert.
you, Hubert. We are off to a terrible start.
Ash, can you move to the front lines? I want to lure the enemy this way.
Got it, Your Highness. Leave it to me.
Yeah, I
Finish
really.
preparing. Make your move. Did you, Mercedes? Keep our enemy occupied until then.
I'm on it.
Oh my. We'll try our best.
I like the characters from the Black Eagles, but I like the Golden Deer House better. It's just kind of funny because usually I'm controlling those guys, not the other way around. All right, so we can go ahead and just do a good old beating. So we'll go ahead and send her over here, and then she can attack using Nosferatu, which will actually heal her if she had taken any damage, which is pretty cool. No damage has been taken by her, so it's kind of just inconsequential. But we can send... okay, let's go ahead and send right here, and he can finish him off. Cloud will go ahead and get the shot. There we go.
How did I fail? I must need to train harder.
You need to get good, that's what it
Good
is.
try.
Yeah, I love Claude.
Life doesn't always go as planned.
Alright, so then from there, we will send... Can we send Hilda up? And just go give a big old smack to Ash. Just do a big old smash. Now she did, she was able to fight with that retaliation because Ash is a spell, or is a ranged unit, he's an archer. And so he actually can't defend at point blank range. Excuse me. So currently, also you can kind of see whenever we hover over something, it'll show you what the enemy's going to attack. So it says, looks like they're going to focus on Lorenz over here, but if we move Lorenz, they're probably going to change who they would be focusing on. In this case, it looks like they're not even focusing on any of my guys. So I might move Lorenz over just a bit so that he's not going to get shot by Ash. Advance just slightly, and then let him go.
You are performing as expected, Professor. We will have to face you with our full might.
It won't matter. Ooh, that is a lot of damage, though. Alrighty, so I guess we'll go ahead see how much damage I can do to this guy. Yeah, you're toast.
The new professor is rather strong. Suppose I'll have to call it a day.
You fought well.
He didn't even hit you. What do you mean he fought well? Anyway, so let's go ahead and send Hilda over here, and she can finish off Ash.
so strong. Have to do better next time.
Sorry, did I hurt you?
Alright, then we can take Lawrence up here, and then he can just come on over here and support. And then we'll send Claude up here. And then, yeah, I'm glad I'm playing this and not like some other Switch game right now, because this would be unbearable if I was playing like Breath of the Wild, because I could not control or fight at all. But in a turn-based game, it's not as bad. So I'm wondering if she has any healing items on her. She does have one healing item, so I'm going to go ahead and use that. Alright. Okay, let's go ahead and move Claude up here. And we're going to defend him from both sides, because he is an archer, which means he's going to be a lot more squishy than just any regular person. But he will also do a lot more damage than most of us will. And then we can send Lawrence up here to be kind of in the front guard here.
Are you planning on fighting two houses at once? I will admit that is favorable for us.
This is a good opportunity for us. Let's forge ahead.
I don't think you want to. Funny thing is that they're saying it's going to be a good opportunity for them, but it's not going to help. They're going to be defeated just as easily. Okay, so we come in here. So let's see who all can get to him. Okay, so looks like everybody up here, except for myself, can get a hit on him. So I'm just gonna go ahead and send my guy to just stand right here. Well, actually, we're gonna see how much damage we can do to him first. How far can she go? Okay, so she'll take Lawrence's spot. So let's see how much damage Lawrence can do. Not too good, is it? Yeah, so in that case, we're gonna go use Claude to kind of whittle him down just a bit. And if we use a combat art, it'll do just slightly bit more damage.
Don't hold this against me, okay?
Whoa. Never mind, he's gonna do a critical hit. So that did a lot of damage. That was really good for us. So in that case, we can then send Lawrence up here, and then he can attack. Still won't do very much damage, so I think we'll send the spellcaster first, because she can do much more damage than Lawrence can. Go ahead and send her to use Nosferatu, which is almost going to one-hit him. Cool. Now that that's over, we can then send Lawrence, and if he hits at all, then he will hit her, or hit him. So if he hits first, then, you know, he only does 2 damage, but definitely takes him out.
Your Highness, I can go no further. You can't compete with me.
Lawrence's hair is so weird. And then we can send my guy over here. Unfortunately, she's going to get attacked next turn, but no matter. It won't be a fatal loss, plus she can probably heal next turn. Alright, let's let them go. Oh, never mind. She's getting taken out. Oh, never mind. Almost taken out. Wow. That was really close. Oh, never mind.
I'm sorry. I wasn't able to help.
Don't worry, you did a lot to help. Now, if I was playing by myself, I might just quit and try again, but I don't really want to because that would make for a very bad stream if I just quit when some of that happened. Okay, so once again, you always want to use range to kind of weaken. So we're going to send Claude over here. And we'll use another combat art.
Your princeliness. You got a thing for Edelgard, right? Come on, fess up. You'll feel better.
Claude, please. This is no time for idle banter. Your defenses are wide open.
That didn't get to him, huh? What a shame. I'll find a better way to ruffle him up next time.
I love Claude. The more I play the Golden Deer, the more I love Claude. Okay, cool. Now we can finish him off with one of my guy.
You're a tough opponent, but I refuse to yield. Do not fool yourself into believing I will hold back.
Don't worry, I won't need to. I love how I'm using an actual iron sword while everybody else is using a training sword.
I'm not setting a very good example.
Like, they're holding wooden weapons and I'm actually using a real iron
My training was
sword.
insufficient. I am so sorry, everyone. The rest is up to you.
There we go. And then we can go send Hilda up here. And... oh, whoa. I wasn't expecting that to miss. It's not an entire loss, though. Let's see if we can't use our Tempest Lance, which will do a lot more damage. I'm not doing as well as I did the first time I played this, but it's not bad. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and just send... so who needs to heal the most? 25, 25... no, actually, pretty much all fine. So let's go ahead and just... we're just going to send... Lawrence, if I can get him, into here. Oh, then Edelgard will go after him. Let's go ahead and send him right here. Okay, in that case, we're going to send Claude right here. And he can attack.
No! This is as far as I can go.
And, cool.
Sorry, but victory is mine.
So now the last blue lion is just their teacher. So I'm going to go ahead and arrange my guys to be a little bit more defensive, and they're all going to heal up just slightly. So move here and heal. Come over here and heal. Then move over here. Not there. Ah, there. And we will heal as well. Now we're at full health, and there's only 3 of them. Oh, Dorothea. Dorothea gets really powerful later. Like, all the spellcaster types get, like, super powerful later on. So let's see. I want to take out one at a time, so let's focus on Dorothea. Ooh, I can attack Edelgard with just my guy. It's a little too close for comfort, I think. So yeah, we're gonna go for Dorothea first. It's kind of funny that Hanneman's not actually, or Hanneman's actually not coming out to attack. So let's use curved shot. And that should... Yep, over half her health, so that should be easy to take her out. I just realized it might not have been good to take Lawrence just because I'm not actually fighting against mounted units. But oh well. He can do a little bit. Alrighty. Okay, cool, one hit.
My. The new professor seems very capable.
Naturally.
And we're almost finished. Bet Edelgard's cursing her movement speed right now. Okay, so we gotta focus on either Edelgard or Manuela right now. Let's check out Manuela's 26 health. Edelgard has 30. You could take out Manuela first and then get Edelgard. I mean, her movement speed is not very good anyway, so... I mean, that's pretty far, actually. So she's gonna get to us. It's just... we want to try and get her... Alright, let's see, how much damage could this do? Alright, that's good. Now she's gonna heal a little bit because of her Nosferatu, but it's still good.
I'm still not satisfied.
You will never be satisfied. So I'm gonna see. We're gonna send Hilda to attack Manuela. That must have hurt.
I nearly wound up a patient in my own infirmary.
Hilda! Hilda!
Wow, she's cheering herself on.
Don't expect much more than that.
Wow, don't be so hard on yourself.
You've made it past Manuela, eh? I see now I must focus and then make my move.
Ooh. So he wants to get into the fight now. Let's go ahead and get here, and then we're going to use our combat arts. Curved shot to
Look
take
at
like...
that, a real life princess. I'll have to be careful not to scar that little face of yours.
Careful, Claude. I'll win no matter what, but you're only making things harder for yourself.
Losing hasn't even crossed your mind, has it? Ooh, this will be a bit of a shock then.
The shock was your intention to begin with, was it not?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just loving Claude more and more. That was really good. Excuse me. Alright. So she's the last of the house leaders. I think it's fitting that we just strike her down ourselves.
There can be no victory unless I defeat you. So be it.
Oh, she had a hand axe, so she could do ranged. That's what it was. Makes
To
sense.
think that the Black Eagle House could lose so readily.
You put up a good faith effort, and that's all that matters. Yeah, those combat arts look pretty dramatic when they do them. Alrighty, let's go ahead and send her up here. I love it how at this point it's not even really a contest between the houses now. It's just a contest between all of my students and Hanneman. Or Hanneman. Can't pronounce his name correctly. And he's not gonna move again, is he? He's just gonna heal. Wow. So we could actually technically get like a really large, like, you know, all of us participating. So if I move my guy over there, we can hit him from all sides. Wait here. And then we can go ahead and just end turn, let him go again. Because this way we can get like a huge support where all of us actually pitch in. So if we send Cloud up here, and we go ahead and just do a regular attack with him. Now he's gonna get hit himself though. Oh, never mind, he's gonna kill him. I should have anticipated this, but he's just gonna kill him outright. Wow then.
Goodness. The leadership of someone with actual battle experience is, well, I was as good as useless.
You
That's
were.
the golden deer for you.
All right, that's that. The winner of this mock battle is the Golden Deer House.
Yeah. Was there ever any doubt?
Great work, everyone. Even if it's just a mock battle, the taste of victory is sugary sweet.
It's gonna be so so disappointing and anticlimactic when we get to. There's a battle called the Battle of the Eagle and Lion, which is like this but a much larger scale. It's gonna be so anticlimactic because Eagle and Lion, it's the blue lion house in the golden or in the Black Eagles because it's like the Empire versus the Kingdom. But we're, you know, not even mentioned the deers in there, but we're gonna win anyways. Yay! All of our allies' motivations increased. I wish we didn't lose Marianne during that fight, but it's fine.
Great work, Teach. That was a brilliant win.
Gonna say everyone did well.
Playing ignorant as to the quality of your command and deflecting the praise to your students. You really are a model professor, Teach. To be honest, I had a bunch of other schemes planned as well, just in case the situation called for it. But I didn't have to resort to any of them. I suppose our opponents lucked out.
Well met, Professor. The breadth of your skill was on full display today. I must admit that your tactics were masterful. I shudder to think what may have transpired had it been Claude leading us into battle.
I noticed that too. We just did what you told us, and we won. I love it.
You weren't even there.
As expected from a child of the former captain of the Knights. Thank you for today, Professor. I have much to consider. I never doubted that our professor would be amazing. It was way too obvious. Don't you agree, Marianne? Me? Oh, yes, of course.
She needs some sleep, looks like.
Captain Gerald taught his child well. It would have been more of a surprise had our professor proved lacking.
Don't you think it's a bit harsh to give Gerald all of the credit, Leonie? In any case, it's clear that we only won because of our new mentor's guidance.
A mercenary's wisdom
basically.
and techniques are forged in battle. Those are the sorts of things you can only learn through experience. Right, Teach? But more importantly, it's time to celebrate our victory. Teach here has yet to try my well-renowned home cooking. I really do hope you'll join us. After all, I swiped some finely aged cheese from the dining hall for just this occasion.
In any other situation, that would look like a frame from a dating simulator.
Your work with the students was remarkable. I can see Gerald trained you well. I do hope you were able to use the occasion to bond with the students.
I did.
I'm so happy to hear it. Nothing would please me more than if you used this coming year to grow closer still.
Of course, the mock battle was mere practice. The real fight is the battle of the Eagle and Lion, which will
There
take
we
place
go.
during the Wyvern Moon. You are expected to properly train your students so as not to humiliate the Academy during the long-held tradition that is the coming battle.
I don't even need to train. We can just do it now.
I have called you here to tell you of your mission for the month ahead. Your class is to dispose of some bandits causing trouble nearby.
You know, one of my students is like 15 years old.
Those affiliated with Garrigmach Monastery have a moral obligation to help those in need, regardless of social standing. Students are no exception. Each month before the newly birthed moon departs, each house of students must complete their assigned mission. You shall work to complete the task at hand alongside your students and report back to the Archbishop before the deadline. Understood? I will soon provide you with the necessary details for your first mission. If I told you now, I expect you would only forget. I despise myself.
Do you recall when we first met? You shall not fall so shamelessly again, correct?
I probably won't.
Have you no words for me? Do not tell me that you are shocked to hear from me. You ought to know that I am always with you now.
That's kind of creepy.
My voice should not come as a shock.
Right.
What is this nonsense? All I was told was to kill as many noble pipsqueaks as possible. No one said anything about the Knights of Dan Saros being on our trail.
You have proven yourself worthless, distracted by something so trivial. I had hoped you would achieve your goal despite the setback. But now a child of the Knight's former captain is in play. How interesting.
Hey, this isn't what I agreed to!
He looks like a good guy.
Hiring a mercenary as a professor. What was that woman thinking?
Are you listening to me? How do we finish this?
You die.
What?
Underestimating the Knights was an amateur mistake. One you will pay for. The road to eternal torment awaits you all. Now I must locate your replacements.
Wait! Get back here! Damn you!
That's pretty dark. Alright, let's save again. It prompts you to save a lot in this game. Probably more than in almost any other game I've played. Maybe Super Mario Sunshine might do it just a little bit more.
Part 1. White.
Oh, we get to see a new
Heartstring moon.
A new panoramic photo or
scenery.
Painting for the new season.
In honor of the saints whose births or deaths took place under this moon, the people perform music once beloved by those divine beings. Whether by harp, by flute, or voice alone, joyous melodies are shared between farmers as they sow their seeds across the vast plains of Tailtean and Gronder.
So, it's going to be the start of a new month. New places to explore in the monastery. We received 2,000 gold as funding. And we can start out our... it'll give us the mission now.
As you have already been notified, your mission is to subdue some bandits. Our students have been learning about combat through study, but this is a precious opportunity to provide them with practical experience. The Knights will support your mission and are prepared to offer their assistance if necessary. In short, this is no mock battle. You must be prepared for anything. You will receive a message from the Knights when it is time to depart. Until then, use your time wisely.
More bandits. Not very original, Teach.
Not interested?
Well, As long as you're with us, at least things won't be boring. In fact, it may take a turn for the interesting. And with that, I take my leave to make my final preparations.
You seem well. Are you adjusting to life at the monastery? Oh, I didn't expect that answer. When we were mercenaries, I handled everything. Outside of battle, you didn't have much contact with people, did you? I thought being thrown into a swarm of noble brats to teach would be a bit much for you. But I guess I had nothing to worry about. By the way, I heard about those bandits. Your first assignment is to take them out, right? That's fairly routine for you by now. But don't forget it's the first real taste of battle for those brats. It'll be tougher to sleep at night if you let one of your little pupils die. So stay vigilant and lead them well. I wish I could offer you my support, but Lady Rhea won't allow it.
Now that's interesting, because you can actually play in which if they die, they actually will die, and that's what he was referencing. Like I said, I don't play that way.
For now, I'll try to figure out what she wants from you. I don't mind you settling into your life here, but don't let your guard down, ever.
It's someone's birthday. It's Annette's birthday. Hey, if I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna go ahead real quick and pull up. I actually have made a I made a poll on the made a poll on Twitter as to who we should actually recruit in this game. If I'm not mistaken, Annette is one of those people that people were wanting to recruit. Let me just check real quick. Here we go. Poll, straw poll. I didn't vote, of course, because I've already got my own game. I don't need to choose my. Okay, cool. We got Bernadetta from the Black Eagles, Petra from the Black Eagles, and Annette were all ones that we wanted to recruit. So I guess we will probably buy flowers for her then.
Thank you.
I know we just used 1/10 of our monthly allowance of money to get flowers for somebody who isn't even in our house. All right, let's go. Okay, cool. So there are events basically saying that we can, get better. We can get certain foods or certain fish in the monastery at that time. Cool. So you can also fast travel now. A girl's voice. What could it mean? I wonder what that could mean. Oh, could it be the girl that we basically just think is maybe a voice in our head? Okay. Sorry I'm running into walls. This is very hard to control. I have to anticipate where I'm going to be.
Professor, hey, do you know how old Captain Gerald is?
That's enough, Leone. If I don't know, how could my child know?
It's not normal to forget your own age, It's kind of worrisome, actually.
By the time you're forgetting your own age, you're past the point of caring.
I guess if you put it that way, you've got a point.
I have
We got a quest for us. Starting with this month's mission, you can now lead a battalion into battle. Search for the tactics primer in Captain Gerald's quarters to get it up to speed. Cool. So, battalions basically allow your units to have other units under their command. They're like, they help in battle. Oh, it's Claude and Dimitri.
Your performance in the mock battle was exceptional, Professor. You have inspired me to follow your example and study even more diligently. Perhaps we could train together sometime. I would love to test myself against your sword skills again.
Maybe.
Those bandits really didn't think things through, did they? They had to have known the knights would be after them the moment they entered the monastery's turf. Fine by me, though. I'm raring for some real combat experience. Any chance to grow is a good thing. Is there anything else you want to ask me, Teach? About living at the monastery or combat? Anything like that?
I'm gonna go through these even though
Students aren't
I've already
the
seen it
only
before.
ones who have something to learn from their professors. Professors can also learn from each other. If you want to, you should try trading knowledge with Professor Hanneman or Professor Manuela.
Cool. So yeah, basically you can do faculty training, which basically increases
The
your
house
skills.
a student belongs to is determined by where they're from, but it is possible for someone to switch to a different one. Of course, that's only if the student very strongly wants to make the change and their professor is on board with it. If you do a lot of different activities around the monastery, you'll get closer to students and they may ask you about it.
Okay, so yeah, basically you can build relationships with people, and then they will want to join your house. Also, specifically, they'll want to join your house if you have the skills that they want.
It
They're
is
looking
better
for an
if you do
teacher.
not approach me. If you spend too much time around a man of Dusker, there will be rumors.
So right now, I think, if I'm not mistaken, so I got a roster. We can check out my character. So my magic is 6, and my reason is an E, but faith is also an E. If I'm not mistaken, Annette wants faith and magic. So
Professor?
if we get those high enough, then she'll want to join. I'm gonna go ahead and show what happens if someone doesn't want to join. Hubert obviously can't join because he's, very loyal to Edelgard.
I've heard your class is hunting thieves. That mission is very different from the one we were given.
Oh, interesting.
You're quite powerful to have beaten us in the mock battle. Such a shame you aren't leading our class.
In another life, I am. Wait, what? Oh, no, I can't make it out. Stop! No, I can't make it. Ah. Yeah, this latency, not so bad in the battles, but terrible when navigating the monastery. Here's Ash.
It's thanks to my adoptive father, Lenato, that a commoner like me is here at the academy.
Oh.
He is the very model of chivalry. Someday, I'm going to be just like him.
I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. We'll figure it about his father soon enough. All right. So, oh, look, there's Tomas. A very upstanding gentleman.
Do you know about the Cardinals? They are the ones who run the church. Their identities are a closely guarded secret.
Really? Why are you talking to just some random person about it? Oh, look, Petra. That's another one people wanted us to recruit. So let's go ahead.
Bridget has much more warmth than Fodlan. Even spring here has coolness.
Coolness.
And you, Professor? Which do you find is worst? Too hot or too cold weather?
Okay, we gotta look at the log. So she said Bridget has much more warmth than Fodland. Which do you think is worst? I think cold is
I
worst.
have agreements. In Bridget, I am able to be wearing much lighter clothes.
If I wanted to, I could just create like a spreadsheet of like all the likes and dislikes and pastimes of all the people and just be a sociopath and only only choose the options that they're gonna like. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna try and choose what they like, but I'm not gonna go out of my way, bend over backwards. But it's kind of funny. You can play that way. Just keep a notebook of all the people so you make sure you're getting everybody's good side, even if you're not actually agreeing with them. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and excuse me, not a stat. Bernadetta likes strength and bow. Okay, cool. So if we ask her to come, she's not gonna come. We'll have to wait till later for that. Pardon me. Oh, there's Annette.
I've got to find out everyone's likes and dislikes so I know what to cook. Who knows when it'll be my turn at kitchen duty. How about you, Professor? Do you like sweet or spicy food? Ooh,
Sweet.
Same. I'll definitely remember that.
Cool, so if we click to recruit here,
Huh? You think I would be a good fit for your class? I'm not sure. There's still a lot I want to learn from my current class. Sorry to disappoint.
and you're gonna see she's gonna say she likes magic and faith. So if we go back to our roster, real quick, we can check out our character. We've got, as you can see in the bottom left, you can see we have magic of 6, and we have faith of 3. Or, sorry, faith of E, which is the lowest. Now, it's been said online that if you are at least a C rank with the person, as in like relationship rank, then the stat, they'll want it to be around 15, and the skill level, they'll want to be around a C. But it'll have to be higher if you don't have any relationship with them, and lower, obviously, if you're at B or higher with them. So it is good just to keep an eye out on that, because there is a time jump, and there might be a time when you just can't recruit all the people that you wanted because you're running out of time. So let's go. So there's someone else in this dining hall we can talk to. I think it's Lysithia. She is actually someone I recruited just recently in my other playthrough. And she's actually in our house already.
There are way too many vegetables in today's meal. The ratio of vegetables to sweets was completely skewed. Oh, hi, Professor. Were you just eavesdropping on me? Well, everyone knows a plate full of sweets is far preferred to a plate full of vegetables, regardless of age.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Regardless of age. I can't get to the door. There we go. Oh, and here's the entrance hall. It's a pretty grand chamber. And we'll talk to Alois.
Oh, Professor, how are you today? I'm just heading out for a mission. I'll be seeing you.
Good luck.
I don't need luck. This will be a piece of cake. I'll be back before you know it.
Oh, and he's gone. All right, cool.
You there. Hello there.
Hi.
We will accompany you on your assignment. We don't want anything to happen to our precious students. If any of you run into trouble, we'll step in and help out.
So I think I said it last time, but I'm gonna say it again. This guard, this gatekeeper, has become a fan favorite character. Even sparking some fan art and stuff. You can't actually play as him. You can't recruit him or anything, or even you can't have romance with him if you're a girl or whatever. He's just there, but he's really upbeat. It's funny though, because somebody hacked the game to get him, and he had pretty much default stats, except for his charm was like 99. So that's pretty funny.
Professor, nothing to report. Are you settled in here at the monastery yet? Make sure to have a good look around. There's much to see. Like fish. You do know about the pond behind the dining hall, right? You can fish there. Give it a try.
I probably will not give fishing a try this time because it's way too laggy for that. Oh look, it's Yuritsa.
You look bored. Care to duel?
A duel?
What? I just wanted to spar.
Well, okay then. I didn't say no. But okay. So we're gonna go see. Okay, so Marianne is in the greenhouse. Let's go talk to her.
Professor? Our next mission is to go after a group of bandits. I'm not very confident. I'm afraid I'll just hold everyone else back. I should probably stay behind for this one, or help plan the attack instead.
Yeah, we're probably gonna need your prowess though, because spellcasters are greatly needed on the battlefield. In the Black Eagles, almost all of my students are spellcasters, so I kind of need to actually get a more diverse group, but it's kind of funny. Here's the greenhouse keeper. So we can do some gardening. Let's go check. I think we planted some seeds before, so we can harvest them. Yay! Now we're gonna plant some flower seeds because interesting thing is you can okay, we only plant one, but interesting thing is if you use flower seeds, you can actually get the flowers as gifts to the other students to try and get them to join. So that's good. Alright, so let's come on, head out of here if I can. There we go.
Have we met?
Oh, it's Shamir.
Oh, sorry. You remind me of someone I know.
Shamir is a knight, but you can actually recruit her to your house. It's actually really easy. She just joins. Though she obviously can't fight in the Battle of the Eagle or Lion or any of those things where you have to have just students competing. But in your actual missions, she can help. So that's pretty cool. Which means most of the time she's able to be used. So let's go over here. I just stole from that guy. That's what it seems like. Alright, let's see if we can't. Okay, Dorothea. Get Bernadetta over here. Bernadetta's like always in her room whenever you try and find her. So.
Oh, Professor. Hello. I was just looking for my... Well, it's like a pale blue cloth. Have you seen it? Thank you so much.
So let's go ahead, and she's gonna want, I think, I'm not sure what she wants. We'll check it out.
Interesting, Professor. I'm just not sure if it's enough to change classes. Let me think about it a bit more.
Check it out. So it's charisma, or charm and authority. Okay, well, charm increases pretty well anyways, as long as you just do things correctly. And authority is a thing that the teachers get naturally because that, you know, they're teaching.
What is it? I'm not doing anything.
Hey, what's this cake doing out here?
Cake? Oh, come on. That's just cruel. Hi. Sorry, I'm trying, but you're still kind of a stranger.
Alright, so she wants strength and bow, which I don't understand. I would think it'd be like dex and bow for her, but I guess not. Alright, let's go ahead and check. Alright, there's a lot of people in the training grounds. Oh, I haven't been to the training grounds yet, so I gotta actually walk there before I can just fast travel to it.
Professor.
Okay. Ooh. It's actually a pretty large area to get to run around. There's some tea. Now, the tea is actually really interesting because you can host tea parties later, and that can increase your motivation for students, but also increase your support status, which then allows you to... oh, this is the wrong way. But your support status then allows you to try and get them to recruit, either to recruit to your area or just fight better in combat with you. But all the conversations, all the support conversations are pretty cool. They do change in tone pretty drastically, though. They go everywhere from, you know, the characters from the Black Eagles house, Caspar and Lindhart, are like, you know, my father could totally beat up your father. Goes all the way from that to, you've got Petra and Petra and Caspar, where it's like, my father killed your father. So you've got a big difference in tone, just depending on who's talking to who. Where is this pathway? Eh. Okay, so I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go to get to the training area. Training grounds. Maybe it's just that door over there. Let me check it.
That reminds me.
Oh, there we go. See, because I've always just I've always just teleported over here because once you find it, you can just teleport to any of the areas. Makes it a lot quicker whenever you're later on and you just want to get through the stuff as fast as possible. So let's go ahead and talk to these people.
For years, the Boar Prince and I were inseparable. I know him better than almost anyone else. So
oh, we're in the Golden Deer House.
Beneath all that princely polish, he's an M, nothing more. He's strong and skilled, sure, but don't place your trust in him as a human being. Take care he doesn't chew you up and spit you out.
Okay then, I will take heed. Oh yeah, we're Golden Deer House actually. I'm gonna open up my my chat application so I can better read you guys' chats. Y'all's chats. Because it's kind of hard to read just the way that I have it set up. What did you just say? Give me 1 second. I gotta open up real quick my sorry, I'm trying to I've got a really bad setup here for reading comments. Let me check real quick. Could you go ahead and repeat what you just sent in the chat, because I didn't get to read it. Anyways, so yeah, we're in the Golden Deer House because it's the most memey, meme lord, Claude.
Now that you're all the way over here, Professor, care to join me in some training? After training, I love tending to the horses or burying myself in a good pile of books.
Oh yeah.
There's truly nothing better.
Shut up. Yeah, Felix is edgy. In my first playthrough, I actually was playing as the Black Eagles, and I haven't actually finished that one. I'm about maybe like a third of the way through on that one.
Professor, you here to check in on my training? Oh, that reminds
I guess
me.
so.
I found this small cloth. It's kind of weird. Not really sure what it is, but it works great for wiping up sweat. Hey, Professor. Here? No?
So he wants strength and brawl. I'm probably never going to recruit Caspar.
The next assignment is to drive out bandits? Sounds like some training is in order. Tell me something, Professor. When it comes to a one-on-one battle, which is better, strength or skill?
Skill's better, but I'm going to say strength just so I get a higher support level.
When it's all said and done, muscle always comes out on top.
Yeah, you can kind of see where it shows that you can just say exactly what you know they're going to want you to say. All right, let's see. Let's go to the reception hall, and we can see Sylvain and Cyril. Yeah, tell them what they want to hear. Exactly. That way you can get everybody to join your house, and once they're in your house, then you can, tell them the actual right way to do things.
Are also known as the Shining Knights. We are the sword and shield of the divine Saros. There are many orders of knights in the world, but we are the only one that has the honor of bearing the name Saros. As a member of the church, you should probably study up on the history of Saros and the knights.
Okay, then. Of course. Sylvain is so funny. If I can get there.
Professor, you're the one taking out the bandits? That's one way to start your career at the academy. I didn't expect they'd order us to risk our lives here. Seems a bit extreme, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's kind of funny. He would not want to come with me now because I don't have his stats. But it's really funny because if you play as female Byleth, then he automatically will join if you ask him, which is just hilarious. Okay, cool. Let's check. So, okay, wait. There's somebody else I'm missing in. Okay, Cyril. I don't know where he is. Just open up our map a little. Oh, he's up this way. Down this way. It's really hard to control whenever you have this latency.
Let's see.
There we go.
That person sure does remind me of somebody, but I can't figure out who. Oh, do you need me for something? Sorry, but I'm really busy right now.
Noted.
Okay. Hello.
It's funny that there are some characters you just can't recruit if you're in the Black Eagle's house.
Hey, you.
Oh, hey, Ferdinand.
Do you know of the Eyre family? We have long held the position of Prime Minister in the Empire. The Empire's power lies with 6 noble families, my family foremost among them. The full explanation may be time-consuming. I can give you a moment to get ready, if you would like to take notes.
I'm not taking notes.
All right, I will list the 6 great noble families. There's Caspar's father, Count Burgles, the Minister of Military Affairs. Then there's Linhardt's father, Count Hevering, the Minister of Domestic Affairs. Bernadetta's father, Count Varley, is the Minister of Religious Affairs. Hubert's father, Marquis Vestra, is the Minister of the Imperial Household. Finally, we have Duke Gert, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, and my own father, Duke Eyre, the Prime Minister. One day, I will take his place as the Prime Minister of the Empire. I am more talented than anyone in my class, even Edelgard. I will lead the Empire to a bright, enlightened future.
That sounds like wishful thinking. I'll say I look forward to
There's
that.
nothing I cannot achieve.
I'm just glad I don't have to get into this conversation or get into this rivalry because I'm not even in his house anymore. I can just completely be indifferent to those two. And here's the cathedral.
I hear the Officers' Academy of the monastery was founded about 2 centuries ago. The eastern region of Fodlan was being invaded by Almyra, and so the Archbishop of the time took measures to prevent the border from being taken. In order to ensure Fodlan would be safe from potential threats, she deemed it necessary to raise a generation of excellence. That is how the establishment was founded, though its purpose has changed over the years.
Cool. So there's actually a request box over here. I don't know if they have it yet. You might have to wait until a different month, but it allows you to take requests from people, which, as you probably you would have known if you're paying attention. It actually just wants you to say what the person wants to hear.
The cathedral is nice and quiet. It's so relaxing. Oh, Professor, did you come to pray to the goddess?
Sure.
Me too. Shall we pray together?
Why not? Cool. So let's go over to...
There's something else.
Oh, look, it's Lawrence.
It is the duty of every Fodlan noble to demonstrate piety towards Seros. Have you also come to offer your prayers to the goddess, Professor?
Sure.
You don't sound terribly sure. Perhaps you are not of noble birth? After all, devotion is not as essential for a commoner.
All right. Whatever you say. Wait, is he giving me a quest? No, it's Sedith over here. Sorry about my weaving, but I cannot control
Inside
this.
the cathedral, there is a chapel dedicated to the 4 saints. Do you know of them? Saint Indec, Saint Macule, Saint Keyhole, and...
Saint Setline! Who is your favorite, Professor?
Now that you are a member of the Church, be sure to familiarize yourself with our teachings and traditions.
They ask me who my favorite is, and then immediately he talks over and says, make sure to familiarize yourself.
I have something to ask of you.
So this is where the memes come from. And I believe this is a time to go ahead and pause just to show. Let's see if we can't show you just one of the, at least one of the memes. That they have so many of these. They'll just take the little screen of his face like that, and they just give something completely different. It's really, really funny. Let's see if I can't open it up. There we go. So, here we go. So I'll just show right here. You probably can't see it very well, but I'll read it out for you. It looks exactly like one of these would look like, but it says, Flayn and I were just having a discussion on Fodlan's history, and when she suddenly stated that everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. I have lost a week of sleep searching for any reference to this Fire Nation in the library texts. Please find Flayn for me and tell her to cite her sources. That's a really funny thing. They have just tons of those. I'll retweet some on Twitter on my account, but they're really funny because they even have ones where he's like talking about students reusing his face and making these things. It's really funny. Just really, really good memes. Okay, cool. So, okay. So collect information about the Western Church. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and find out about the Western Church, I guess. And then let's go to the entrance hall. I think we're almost finished with this. And then we can go ahead and get to our regular activities.
You there.
All right, cool. So we can. Oh, it says they're in the entrance hall, but they're kind of far away. Hey there.
I'm bored. Maybe I should go into town. But that would be such a hassle. Oh, hi, Professor. I'm rather busy right now, so do make it quick.
If you're busy, never mind.
Are you sure? I thought you'd found me out for a moment there.
Yeah, I think Hilda might be, on some level, my spirit animal. And here's Manuela.
You know, Professor, there are some things I'll just never understand. Like the other night, I went on a date with a dashing, handsome, strong young knight. Oh, I'm a bit weak just remembering. Anyway, do you know what that no-good jerk said when we got back to my room? He said, "What a mess. I'm afraid to go in there." Can you believe it? You know who cares about keeping everything neat and tidy? Not me, that's who. Afraid to go in there. Some knight he is.
I think he's just a coward. By the way, I don't know if you knew, but I actually, on my Twitter, I have a poll in which I'm just trying to ask if people will get on there to just, make requests as to who I should recruit. I'm going to go ahead and copy the link right into the chat. Cool. So if that posted, cool. So yeah, I've got a this thing. If you follow that link, it's gonna basically just bring you to a poll in which you can vote as to who I should try and recruit. We've already got a couple that we're trying to recruit, but it wouldn't be bad to add some more to the list. Right now we're going for I think Annette, Bernadetta, and trying to think. There was one other that was on there. Oh, Petra, which might actually be kind of a handful anyways, because I've only recruited 2 in my other playthrough. But anyways, so we're gonna go ahead and check out our goals. That's a good way to see what the motivation everybody is. Okay, the motivation is actually pretty high for most people. So we probably don't need to have a meal, because that's one of the main reasons you have a meal, is to increase the motivation. So in that case, we can do something else with our activity time. But there isn't much to do in the beginning, so let's go ahead and do... Yeah, we'll do one choir practice and then we'll do one meal. That'll be good. Choir practice increases like faith and also increases your authority and builds a bond between your characters. And then the meals will just increase the bond, but also increase their motivation. Cool. So they want me to learn more about students who like to sing. Okay, cool. So we're just going to go ahead and find... So let's see. There are going to be these quest markers telling us, yeah, obviously Dorothea is going to be one that wants to sing because she's an opera singer, or was, I think. But let's check over here. Okay, so what's this? A list of students from the Golden Deer House who wish to participate in choir practice. Nice. So we can take that back. Also, we need to learn about the Western Church, which we can do in the courtyard, it looks like. So I'm just going to try and get these out of the way real quick so we can get on with the week. Okay, this way. And then let's come up this way, and
That's so.
Bridget, Elmira, Dusker, even people from far-off lands gather here at the Academy. Word of advice, Professor. There are those who don't think kindly of such people.
Dissidents Intel. Nice. So now we also can visit Captain Gerald's quarters, which is going to be where we can also find the last people to speak to. First, we'll go to the library, and that'll let us also recruit battalions, which are going to be really useful. So let's check over here. First, in the Ignots over there, Mirror Magesu said you have to just tell them what they want to hear.
Swimming through a sea of countless books, tracking down that single sought-after volume, it's absolute bliss. How do the poor fools who spend their days sharpening swords and polishing armor find any joy in life?
I have no idea. Okay, well, about that, I'm kind of just more worried about, you know, having the characters the characters that people want to see. I'm not really. I'm playing on casual difficulty with no deaths, right? No permadeath. And so, really, if you choose somebody, I'll try and kind of fit them around whatever I'm doing, because I'm not going for any specific build. Let's go talk to Hanneman.
Excellent work guiding the students in the mock battle. Taking command like that? Simply splendid. And bearing the unknown crest's power? Yes, I'm talking about you. Your talents are incredible, and Lady Rhea's insight as to your potential is doubly so.
Yep, just lay it on me. I don't know, it's like, I think I might be the only person who's like in the same boat with Sedith. Why would they entrust such a great task of, you know, literally teaching the leader of, the future leader of a country, even though you just met him?
Thanks for your help.
Cool. So now we can actually use battalions, and those are really nice. Okay, we'll talk to this random knight over here. No, wait, actually. Talk to this person over here.
Xanadu, the Red Canyon, is a place of great significance to the Church of Seros. Even members of the church are forbidden from entering without permission. To go trampling around in there, causing trouble. Those bandits truly are morally reprehensible.
Alrighty, let's go over this way to and then Lady Rhea will be the last person we'll talk to before we end the day.
Thank you for paying me a visit. Is there anything troubling you?
Yes, I know the voice acting is
Something I can help you
very good for that guy. He's like a Palpatine who didn't get the memo to be evil. Anything that's troubling. I wonder if students are taking to me about the teachings of Saros.
You seem to be getting along well with the students. I would advise you to be confident in your abilities. The rest will fall into place in time. I can often be found here, so if there is ever anything you need, please do not hesitate to pay me a visit.
Alright, cool. Now we're gonna go jump over to just finish up these quests. But yeah, it's really funny. I've actually noticed a couple voice actors in this game that I've heard from other games / other anime and stuff like that. For example, Felix's voice actor is the same guy who played as Dust in a game called Dust and Elysian Tale. It was a Xbox Live Arcade game. They did actually port to Switch, but it's pretty cool that you can hear him in both.
The cathedral is nice.
Wait, you don't have a quest. Over here.
Well done. You have my thanks.
Yay! Quest complete. Then we can go over here and finish our quest with the choir director, which I think she's right there. Choir coordinator.
My savior, thank you.
Yeah, it's really fun. I like it. I actually have it for Switch, but it's pretty. It's hard to get into. Like, hard to actually stick to playing. I can play Fire Emblem for hours on end, but Dust is a little bit hard to stick to playing. It's a fun game. I love the story. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab. So she likes singing apparently. We'll grab Hilda and we'll grab Lorenz. Or if we grab Annette, we can actually kind of increase our standing with her just a little bit. Let's do that if we want to recruit her. Mercedes is Tsumugi from Danganronpa 3. Marianne is Haru from Persona 5. Oh, I haven't played Persona or Danganronpa, so but that's pretty cool. I know Persona 5 is really popular. There's actually a meme that people made in which they replaced the Persona 5 intro characters with the Golden Deer characters, so they probably replaced Marianne with the girl that the voice actress plays as in Persona 5.
Singing is so much fun. Everyone should enjoy themselves while they're doing it.
Yay! Okay, cool. So from here, we have to just do our last one, which will be, let's do the dining hall, because that it's really going to be the most efficient use of our time. Let's see, does she get the quest, or is it this one over here? No, she has the quest.
Would you kindly do something for me?
Fresh out of recipe ideas. Say perhaps you could find some for me. Oh, and in Japanese, Lysithea is Yuki. Oh wow, that's kind of cool. Dio. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. All right, so we're gonna go to the library real quick, and then we'll almost be finished with this day. And this will probably be, since we've done a battle and this, we might just do a little bit more. Maybe finish our first week of instruction, and then call it quits. Maybe just not do as long streams, but do them more frequently, so that we're not, so that I can actually get around to it. Yeah, I'm sorry that it's been a pretty hectic schedule recently. Can't really help it. Cool, so there we go. Have we completed? Now we can go back to the cook. And alrighty, let's go over here.
You're a lifesaver.
Cool. Now the last thing is we are going to go cook a meal with somebody. So let's go cook. I saw Bernadetta on there, and so we could cook with her if we're trying to coax her over to our team. I'm gonna go check the poll again, just one more time. So yeah, we still got just one. Okay, we got 2 votes for Bernadetta, 2 votes for Petra, 1 vote for Annette. Okay, so I think Bernadetta and Petra are the ones we need to focus on right now. And Bernadetta needs, if I'm not mistaken, needs strength and bow. So we're just gonna go ahead and make a meal with her. And then once we've done that, it'll be a little bit easier to recruit her because we'll get her relationship up with us.
Sounds fun. Let me show you my cooking talent. A little more secret spice, and hey, no peeking.
Looks like she used magic to make that. Yay! All right, so the day's over. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the day. In my personal game, Bernadetta is one of the units I put the most time and effort into training. She's a sniper right now, and she's pretty cool. I'd say that I really like what's his face, Hubert from the Black Eagles, but obviously you can't recruit him because he's way too obsessed with Edelgard. All right, let's end the day. And we'll start our instruction for the next week.
Don't tell me. No one bothered to show you the standard procedure for lectures? I guess it's up to me to save the day.
Claude is, like, awesome. He's fun. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just not look at that, and I'm going to tell you guys exactly what it's saying. So for those of you who haven't played, actually, or seen someone play, basically, when you go to instruct, your students will have certain goals they're working to, and they'll have a certain motivation. So for example, Lysithea has full motivation, as you can see in the top right corner. She can be taught 4 times, but if she does a perfect job on one of her teaching sessions, you can praise them and increase and basically regain 1 slot. And they're gonna have a certain goal. So if I could click on Lysithea, for example, her goal is reason and authority, which means she wants to be focusing on spellcasting and authority, so teaching her, so for leading her battalions. And we only have 3 spaces to do, so you have to choose carefully. So for example, I'm gonna go ahead and just choose the people who have the most motivation. So we'll start with, Lysithea is a good option to start with. We'll go ahead and train her in reason, because that's one of the ones that's gonna increase her spellcasting ability. And see good, so it means it only increases a little bit. And then go ahead and increase her authority a little bit.
It was quite a challenge.
And then we'll increase her reason once more.
I've got to keep working hard.
And then we can, let's go find someone else, see if we have anybody else. No one else has full motivation, so we'll go ahead and go with Claude. And he wants to go for bow and authority, which makes sense. So we'll go increase his bow.
Let's do this again sometime.
We'll increase bow again. Okay, now we can praise him to get an extra extra slot.
I could get used to this.
No perfects. I know, not in the other one.
Let's do this again sometime.
And we'll increase his reason or his authority 1 time. But the authority is not as important. All right, cool. Then we'll go ahead and go for. We only got 1 more. So we've gone for a bow and a spellcaster. Let's go for Hilda, since she's going to be one of our main melee users. So let's go ahead and she wants to go for spear, so lance, I guess, and axe. Oh wait, we should just be recruiting her axe, because axe is what she wants to be using. All right, that's cool. So now we're out of slots for that. So we can go to our group tasks, which we will just, it depends on what we want. Another cool thing about this is you go to the characters and you click on, for example, Claude. Okay, well, we can't look at him. Okay, well, we can't look at them right now, but they might have a budding talent in somewhere, and if you actually try and, if they have potential for something, if you try and teach them in that, even if they're not too fond of it, they might become really proficient in it. But for now, let's go ahead and do stable duty, because we want to get people on horseback, so we'll go ahead and go with Lawrence, and we'll go with Marianne. And then from there, we'll just go ahead and begin lecture, and it'll start.
May I?
I'm just going to ask a question, so... excuse me, can you help me? I always get the feeling that I'm being watched. I get so nervous I can't sleep at night. I'm going to say, that's the goddess watching over you. You're safe. You're safe here. So... yeah, the first option is pretty cute. She is really paranoid. That's the problem, though.
Get to work.
Very well. Let's begin. Well, Professor, impressed?
Oh, wow, nice. That was better than I expected. See, then they're going to naturally progress, but if you help them in certain areas, then they're going to increase better.
Sense now.
Increase faster. Alrighty, so let's get somebody's birthday. Raphael's birthday. Yes, we'll buy flowers for the big lug. Alrighty. So from here, how long have I been streaming? You just real quick check. Let me check my Twitch stream, because this may be about time to call it quits for the night. Yeah, we've been streaming for just about how long have I been streaming for? Oh, 1 hour and 35 minutes. That's actually pretty good. So I think we're gonna end it off here, because I have to finish up some stuff tonight. But I'm gonna thank you guys all for watching. I'm gonna definitely continue. I'm probably just gonna keep playing Fire Emblem until I finish it, which will be a while, but I might put some stuff in between. But this is gonna be my main game I'm gonna be streaming for now. I hope you guys like it. And in the meantime, thanks so much for watching. I'm gonna archive this on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, give it a like, really helps. And if you're on Twitch, give me a follow. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching.